world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to Jordan's Seat Leon Cupra 300 Lux.
Yeah, this is the ST, which is the sports tourer, or to us Brits, is the estate.
Yeah, now we think we may have found the ultimate daily because this incorporates practicality and performance. The Leon is a mid-sized hatchback created by the Spanish manufacturer Seat. The Leon was created in 1999 as a family-friendly, practical car with great success. Did you know Leon actually stands for lion in Spanish? Seat is now owned by Volkswagen and has been since 1986, so it's no surprise that all Seat cars share many parts with the Volkswagen brand. The Seat Leon is another offering from the VW Group, which is primarily owned by Volkswagen. So you know what I'm going to say, this is based on the equivalent Golf. But not just any Golf, as this is the Leon's performance model, it's heavily based on the Golf R, a very impressive platform that we've actually experienced. Performance comes from a 2-litre turbo 4-cylinder engine producing just shy of 300 brake horsepower and 280 foot-pound of torque. This power is fed through a 6-speed direct shift gearbox, or DSG for us nerds, simply meaning it has a modern dual clutch gearbox as opposed to a traditional torque converter. Jordan will be modifying this car very soon, so we will be having it back on the channel to compare performance to the standard figures. Although based on the Golf, we can see the styling has completely changed. We're going to start at the front end. Copper seems to be the colour of choice for the Cupra range, starting with the logo at the front, which I actually think is a nice contrast with the red and with the little accents just here. We've got the cutout for the radar that doesn't usually come with the dead bug attached, but obviously that's what he's optioned on this one. The optional LED headlights are an immense option. They have got with the new ADAS, the adaptive automatic high beam, as well as the LED running side lights and main beam. Jordan's example here seems to be one of the rarest colours. It's actually finished in Desire Red, which again, the contrast of the copper and the black accents really is a rare option from my research. The normal Seat Leon Cupras come with a single pot caliper with 345mm discs, but what Jordan's got here is the performance option, which is now running 4-pot amazing Brembo calipers with 370mm discs. Another thing I find amazing these days, we've got a family estate car here. The Leon is not even the biggest car they offer, but we are rolling on 19-inch diamond cut wheels. With the Cupra being the performance orientated model, as you come around to the back, we've got the fantastic copper onto the rear one as well. The lovely Cupra logo in black, obviously a bit more sporty. As you come down, as we covered in another video, any hot hatch that you expect has got the nice aggressive rear diffuser. These usually come with quad tips, but what we've got here at RS6 style 6x4-inch exhaust tips, and the crazy thing is, I don't even think they look out of place. One of the many things we love about hot hatches is the practicality that comes in the form of boot space. Obviously, this being the estate, gives you even more boot space. So many features to cover in here. One of my favorite things, parcel shelf, very handy. If you've got your arms full with the shopping, you can literally click it down. And mine and Kenny's favorite feature, I think, with the rear seats there. So you think if you're struggling a bit as well, you need more room, simply pull on the tab there.
Eject the seat up, cuz.
Yeah, if you're sorry if anyone has sat there, then yeah, so I wouldn't advise that. But you've obviously got the immense practicality that comes with an estate car, and you've still got 300 horsepower.
As you step inside the interior of the Seat Leon, you are greeted with this absolutely stunning and really crystal clear virtual dash, which is really customizable. So for example, with the sat nav, you can either have it in between the dials, single dial, or even a full screen. So moving on to the materials in the interior of this car, I absolutely love Alcantara, and with the carbon effect as well. So I just got to touch everything. Everything's got a really nice touch point on this car. It does also have the optional extra bucket seats, which are really supportive, really, really comfortable. And once again, the half leather really works with the Alcantara. And also being a more modern car, you've got everything you'd expect. You've got heated seats, dual climate control. It's even got wireless charging in this car, which I didn't even realise was a thing.
You were impressed with that, weren't you?
I was impressed with that because we don't do things this new usually. Something else I also want to note is the size of the wing mirror. If you first look at it without looking in it, it does look very slimline, but it fits the rear window absolutely perfectly, and it doesn't obscure much of the view through the windscreen. One of the more rare optional extras on this car is the pan roof, and I'm amazed on the size of this thing. It actually goes the whole way back. So you've got your screen.
20 years later. That's how big this piece is.
I was just going to say, that's the thing with the size on this. Not only have you got the screen, I just thought it was a pan roof, but it's fully electric and it opens all the way back. It'd be better if it wasn't raining today, but we'd probably leave this open. Moving on to the rear of this car, the interior, once again, the Alcantara with the carbon effect. Oh, I gotta be honest, it's really, really comfortable and supportive. And also with this pan roof being how big it is, it does allow a lot of natural light into this car. I'm not the smallest of guys either, but the seats are really well cut out and designed to take knee space, and I have got plenty of room in here. Once again, I love the shape of these these bucket seats too. You do have cup holders as well on the armrest with a ski hatch.
For your trips to the Alps.
For your trips to the Alps, because you've got to think about the Alps, haven't you? You have got your vents for your climate control, and also there's some USB ports there to charge your stuff. One thing I did notice on the interior as well is the red mood lighting, which goes really well with the Seat stuff.
Now we've run through all the features of the Seat Leon, let's test one of my favourite features. Let's go take it for a drive.
We going to the Alps?
Yeah, let's go to the Alps, shall we? Joe, we're taking it to the Alps. Fortunately, the days of having to choose between performance and practicality are way behind us, and this is one thing I love about modern cars, and that is a fantastic example of what we have here in the form of the Seat Leon Cupra. Now, I want to say a massive thank you for Jordan for bringing the car down to us on this rainy Welsh day, but even Jordan said he's not too worried because of the four-wheel drive system on this. It still grips and goes, and yes, we will be testing the 0 to 60 later on in the video. As I do with all our reviews, when it comes to the DSG boxes, I am starting off in comfort mode. Pottering around town now, I have mentioned once or twice that I find the DSG box to be a little bit more jerky than your typical torque converter, the old school torque converter boxes, but you can't deny that modern technology really is fantastic. And as I said, starting and stopping now, I think the more I'm driving more of them, I'm realizing they're not as bad as I used to think they were. In comfort mode now, everything is a bit softer, a bit slower, which is exactly what you want, especially on this rainy day when you're just hoping to get somewhere. And what I can't believe is I'm sat in the optional sport bucket seats, and I'm still incredibly comfy. Even going around the normal corner now, you can feel the bolsters on the side, giving you that reassurance that you're not going anywhere. As many of you probably know, I daily drive a 2001 Honda Civic. So basically the most tech I've got in that is the fan speed going from 1 to 4. That's about it. So I'm usually a bit apprehensive when it comes to modern cars. But again, one thing you can't deny is the tech. And as I look down to this crystal clear dash, the white writing, and as Kenny said, the ultimate customization you can get, all the info you need through this very well designed dashboard, even the modes. So the thing I don't like about modern cars is when you jump in and they overload you with tech, they overload you with complicated things just because they feel like they have to. But I think the thing that VAG do very well is keep everything ultra modern. Everything is so crisp. The display, the pixels on the display is very crisp, but it is very easy to use. Something that I'm not used to, but I dive into these things and even I can navigate my way around these options with minimal effort. So picture the scene. You've dropped the kids off to school, you've dropped the dog off, you've dropped all of the shopping, you've got a few minutes to yourself. What do? You press that magical Cupra button, put it in manual, and you put your foot down and you see what all the fuss is about. God, this thing just keeps on pulling as you go up through the gears. That front end grip, wow. Even on these slick roads, it is actively raining, and it is that surface where it does get a bit slick. And as you come to the corners, this is where the VAG stuff gives me a lot of confidence, because even when you try to be a bit naughty, these things are there to help you out and get you out of trouble. This is unbelievable grip for a big estate car. The grip is almost comical. With regards to this being the ultimate daily and something you can do all the stuff you need to do, all the grown-up stuff, and then take it up some mountain roads like that and have some fun. So we've said a lot. We've driven some four-wheel drive VAG platforms. We've driven some front-wheel drive VAG platforms. The biggest difference with this car, being the four-wheel drive, absolutely point and shoot, and they're not the best tyres on here, but I cannot believe, again, I was trying to be a bit naughty to see how it responded. I had a little bit, a minimal bit of understeer, but it feels like the four-wheel drive systems in the VAG cars, they're your best friend. They are there, they're your guardian. They will look after you. They will take care of you. The front-wheel drive ones, we drove a Mk7 GTI. They are there to have fun. So that is the difference. You got to know what you want from a car. If you want something that will get you the best performance and just point and shoot driving, easy, fast driving, that I will say still gives you a rush, don't get me wrong, then definitely go for the four-wheel drive. If you're looking for a bit more drama and admittedly less performance, maybe the front-wheel drive option is a better option for you, because the Cupras do come in four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. The all-wheel drive option is only available with the DSG, but take it from someone who was not the biggest fan of DSGs, these are absolutely incredible, and I can tell you the manual boxes are a lot more engaging and also a fantastic option. But even for me personally, if I was buying this car as an all-rounder to daily drive and to have some fun, I think I'd go for the DSG. We now come to the fun scientific part of the video. We've pulled out the Dragy. We are going to test the 0 to 60 time. The 0 to 60 times are quoted to be between 4.7 and 4.9 seconds. So in the real world, unfortunately, it is tipping down with rain, but the four-wheel drive should hopefully help it. So what we're going to do, set up the Dragy, we're going to put it straight into sport mode. Double tap the brake, should put it into launch. Let Kenny know we're ready. Holy crap. Well, I don't know what that time was, but my God, does that launch well. So my first attempt at launching this car in the tipping down rain resulted in a verified 0 to 60 time of 4.6 seconds. That's a 1/10 of a second faster than the quickest quoted time in the rain.
So it's my turn to try and launch this. Now, they always overcomplicate it. This is quite basic actually. So into S1, foot on the brake, foot to the floor. I'm gonna just let Drew know I'm gonna get going. Here we go! Wow!
60.
Oh my God, this thing, this is a standard car. They shouldn't sell them like this. This is naughty. I mean, if it actually improved on it, obviously. I'm a little bit heavier than Drew, so we'll go on there.
Kenny's attempt resulted in an impressive time of 4.7 seconds, exactly what the manufacturer quotes in the best conditions.
Get out onto the road, and then I'm gonna go pin the throttle! Yeah! Okay, I was expecting some drama or something again. Do you know, it feels more than 300 horsepower.
Again, big car.
Wow! That's all I can say is wow. Like, we've driven a lot of 300 horsepower cars and we always say 300's enough. This feels a lot quicker than 300 brake for some reason. I don't know why. I think it probably is to do with the fact that it just goes, boop, use your power, grip and go. Yeah. There is no wheel spin, it is just gone. Like I was expecting, like I said, a little bit of, and it just didn't. It just was so used to it. I even rolled, you know, rolled off the start just to see what it'd do, and oh my God. Yeah, it's crazy, man. The gear change is seamless as well. Unbelievable. With these boxes. Wow. Just the bloody steering is the brakes are phenomenal. Definitely an option I would recommend. Yeah. I'm trying to get it to do something and it's just not. I know, that's what I was trying to be naughty. Yeah, but I'm trying to get it to just have a little bit, but it just won't let go. Let go, let me have some. I know, like I said, we've not slated, but we always say these cars do everything too well. It can be a negative. It can be, but in these conditions... Yeah, I mean, it's actively raining. Oh, yeah, and these roads are so greasy, and I can still, foot to the floor. There's not one bit of drama. Right. That downshift. I'm just going to put it back into civil mode a sec. There we go. Right. Now I can focus on talking.
Yeah.
Because I was concentrating on the road then. Like I said, I was trying to get the car to actually react to anything I was doing. I oversteered into corners, trying to get it to move. It don't do anything. Like I said, we do like stuff that's a little bit exciting. This feels more like that Golf R we drove with 400 horsepower.
It does feel alive, and it is a good balance of, it excites you because of the speed you're doing and because of the performance going through corners.
And being the estate as well, I was expecting it to feel a little bit wallowy, feel a little bit big. Yeah. It doesn't.
It doesn't take away from the agility of...
No, that's the right word. Yeah, it still feels very agile. It still doesn't roll in the corners. I know it's a Cupra.
The brakes, I do want to say, like you said, what an incredible... They are so sharp, but not sharp to the point where it's undrivable.
No.
Talk about confidence inspiring.
Yeah.
And as we said, these as a package usually give you confidence, but with the optional Brembos, the confidence is unbelievable that it gives you.
I just literally went to a stop then in no time. The roads are soaking wet, and I didn't even have to stand on it. No. So, to try and find some negatives, I'm going to be picky.
I think we have
because this obviously is the cheaper version of its equivalent models, the S3, the Golf R, sorry, the RS3, the Golf R, and this is going to be nitpicky. The plastics. Yeah, the plastic. The dashboard, once again, is a bit plasticky, not like the leather.
The Golf R has got leather on there.
Yeah.
But then that goes back to... So materials, us nitpicking, let's face it, Volkswagen couldn't have the Seat Leon being as good a quality as the Golf, particularly the Golf R. So they've obviously done that intentionally. But
they're not bad.
Could I live with that? Yes, 100%. For the £4,000 you save... Obviously, the aftermarket, the used market is completely different. But even brand new, if someone said to me, you can have a performance car $4,000 cheaper if you put up with a bit of plastic.
Do you know what? Like I said, I'm still looking around thinking, but do you know what? This is a really nice place to be.
At the beginning of the video, we wanted to know if this was the ultimate daily and if it's within your budget. Well, speaking of budget, you can pick these up for around 15, 16 grand, sort of bottom of the market. And then depending how you want them spec'd, you go from there. So if it's within your budget, I would say, find me a better all-rounder.
I absolutely love it, man. I come into this day thinking, you know, it's just, no offense, it's just, yeah, exactly, it's just another bad car, it's an estate. Is it going to be exciting? Yes, it was very exciting to drive.
And as we said, the front wheel drives may be more dramatic, but this is fun in a completely different way.
Yeah, well, experiencing it in this weather, which is what it was pretty much designed for, I would have said, or, you know, if you had the front wheel drive Golf GTI, etc., it would not, well, we wouldn't be able to do half of what we've done today.
No, the 0 to 60 time speaks for itself, so I would say we 100%. Absolutely love the car. So I want to say a massive thank you to Jordan for bringing it down. Yeah. And he's actually stood over there in the t-shirt getting soaking wet, so really appreciate it, man.
All day, so yeah,
he's been very patient. So yeah, and also thank you to you guys for watching. So that'll be it then. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Woo!